Hello everybody and welcome to Tavern Talk. We're playing another demo today. This is one I've had my eye on for a while, specifically because I'm a big fan of Coffee Talk and Valhalla, and this seems to have a similar vibe, and I really love these types of games, and it's especially fantasy-based, which is even better. Well, I guess Coffee Talk is fantasy-based too, but this looks like D&D-esque fantasy-based, which is even more exciting, so let's get into it. There we go. Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn. Oh, hello! Hiya, innkeep. How's it going? All nice and dandy? Oh, we're not just like a bar, we're an innkeeper. There are a lot of those in D&D, you need them. Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All nice and dandy? Yes, all nice and dandy. I had such an exciting day. Really exciting. What? Did something happen? Did you go on an adventure? Even better! I took a walk around the grove. Then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster, or a mushroom mimic, maybe a gnome. Did it? No, but I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great! I got to see the same stones, the same trees. Oh, it sounds like you're stuck in a routine. The same Armineth Hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. Sounds very exciting. Oh, who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a dried nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling, and sauces are as a snack. We're like trying to hype up Fable. There are various nut types: walnuts, peanuts, pecan nuts. I'm allergic. No! I'm bad at this, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I never told you. I just wish something would happen in my life. Something riveting. So what you're saying is that you're missing the spice? Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. It was a metaphor. I was talking about the spice in your life. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly, that's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no nymphs, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. Oh no. I'm like a bland soup. A classic case of boredom. I see. Do you know that feeling? When nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly funny. Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Let's keep this metaphor going. Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater, or a gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? Yes, I think that's the point. Oh, I'm afraid of heights, and of people, and of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing, but what is singing if not telling of a tale? How can I sing of things I never lived through if I've never lived through anything? Day in, day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, saving people, wandering through the marshes, meeting a pretty nymph. Sounds like the opening to a grand adventure. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps it would be. Not that it would actually occur, because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? No, I don't think so. They're well-known tax evaders. I got my tips from them. I mean, wait, what? I would love to sing about the exciting magical things I encounter. But to be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Aw, well, at least I could bring a little excitement. Maybe I could bring some encouragement, too. Not lots of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I would love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. No, you're supposed to spice up your life, Fable. That means a sunny breeze, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a feather-light nymph floating in the waves of a sunny lake. You really like nymphs. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a sunny breeze. Message received. Though? I was wondering. I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes! Tutorial! Really? Yes! What do I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? How do I summon a familiar? Whoa. Just follow me. Whoa, look how cool! Welcome to my drink mixing nook. So this is what it looks like back here? Hello, Andu. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Is that our pet? Is that our familiar? Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. Ooh! Oh, you pinned my order! I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log, just in case. I love notebooks and encyclopedias. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No, I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I have settled on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with the sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. Oh, how cool! There is dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. Hey, it is D&D. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink, or for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Once I'm done, I press the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magic details. No, I want it! Give me the lore! Just try making a drink. You've got this. Okay, so let's see. We've got our recipes. Last Whisper. I want to read all of these. Hang on. The Last Whisper stealths itself into your heart and provides it with speed, strength, and a bitter aftertaste that will awaken your senses. Sometimes what you need is the right balance between elegance and brute force. Its recipe is ancient and slightly smudged, but that adds to the flavor. Are we putting the smudge in the recipe? With the steel tonic running through your veins, you can become the buff, charming tank of your dreams. Its cooling qualities, mixed with a surprisingly spicy aroma, boost your vitality to new heights and leave you impenetrable to damage. It's almost perfect. Almost. Peak Sunrise. The Peak Sunrise 0.5 is a sweet drink that feels like standing on a tall mountain's peak. While focusing on charisma, adventurers may feel infused with the toughness of their favorite mountain range. Unsurprisingly very popular with climbers and boulderers. The boulder really likes to drink Peak Sunrise. Frosted Lagoon. The Frosted Lagoon calms your nerves and strengthens your muscles. It's very popular amongst travelers from the highlands of Diria, and those looking for some extra UV protection. This version is actually a modified prototype from the capital, focusing heavily on intelligence. May or may not need some tweaking. We've got Sailor's Courage, which looks very muscular. Sailor's Courage gives even the last landlubber the qualities of a good sailor. A lot of strength, quick reflexes, a shot of defense, and the inability to know fear. Occasionally causes wobbly sea legs, but that's nothing to worry about. What else have we got? Recipes? Ooh! Ignis. Rumor has it this spicy potion can make a warrior out of everyone, even the most meek of scholars. It enhances your strength so that even the heaviest weapons or logs can be lifted. Very popular among barbarians and lumberjacks. Cantio. Created by mixing honey with classified magic, this ingredient strengthens your charisma, people skills, and sparkling abilities. Needless to say, this potion is especially popular among bards and other wannabe performers. Pluma. This ingredient enhances your finesse and reflexes. With its help, adventurers will become quicker, faster, stronger, well, not that last one, but more agile for sure. The feathery bottle design may or may not add to the flavor. Tempest. This mystic potion must-have for every self-respecting tavern. Is a must-have. It is infamous for strengthening your mind and boosting your intelligence. Its origin is unknown, but many scholars and wizards favor it, so it has to be good. Frigus. Hailing from the highlands, this ingredient raises your defenses and protects you against any harm coming your way. No matter how tough, this potion will make you tougher. And it even tastes pretty good. That's always good. And then we got stats. Strength. It is imperative for any warrior eager to chase battle, at least if the battle involves large weapons or other heavy objects. Who needs tactics when you can solve everything with brute force? Charisma. Charisma affects your natural charm and social skills that is perfect for travelers who want to stand out and make a lasting impression. Dexterity influences the adventurer's agility. The higher the dexterity, the higher the finesse and reflexes, perfect for range or speed-reliant warriors. Intelligence. Besides the obvious, intelligence aids in strengthening your wits, your mind's defenses, and your inherent comprehension of magic. Anyone can benefit from a little extra focus. And defense. Defense, often referred to as toughness, is essentially your invisible shield. No matter if physical, magical, or spiritual, enough defense can protect you from any harm. What else we got? Infusions! Ooh, we could get infusions! We have our log, quests, rumors. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff to keep track of, but we have to make a sunny breeze, which I didn't read. The delicious sunny breeze will fasten your reflexes while adding a small boost to your grip strength and defenses. It tastes like a pleasant wind flowing through the woods on a warm summer day. Currently on trial version 568, needs more input from rangers and bards. Alright. Sunny breeze. So, wait. It needs dexterity. Which potion was the dexterity? So it needs a little attack, a little defense, and a lot of dexterity. So let's see. Attack. I'm guessing this one is the strength, so we'll do that. We need some Frigus and some Pluma. So Ignis, Frigus, Pluma. Ignis? Oh, come on. Oh, how cool! Okay, that's too much. Here you go. Yeah, feed the boy. Okay, let's see. Ignis. Frigus. Oh. Okay. I think we're doing something. And then Pluma. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. There we go. Sunny breeze, we did it. Look at that. I love it. Kind of want to know what this one looks like, though. You know what? We'll look at it later. Ding! Oh, how cool! Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. Roll. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That is delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Sometimes. But how would I know if I never tried? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories, but... never mind. Oh no, what is it? Oh, Fable. Oh, whoa, who are you? Hello? Can I help you? Yeah, how can I help you? A drink. For you? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. I'm on my way to a fight. Need to pay some debts. Give me something that will boost my defense, so I can claim victory. Okay, I'll see what I can find. Who are you? I like your scarf. Hello, Andu. Hang on, first I want to see what this does. Purple! We love some purple in this house. And you know who else loves purple? The best boy. Yum, 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 yum. He deserves it. Alright, so we need something to boost defense. Sailor's courage, perhaps? Lots of strength, quick reflexes, a shot of defense. No, probably steel tonic then. Oh yeah, that's plenty of defense. So it looks like we need some dexterity, some strength at the end of the stars, and then defense. Is that dexterity? Hang on. Dexterity, strength, defense. Okay, no, it's charisma, so we need Cantio, We need Ignis and Frigus. So let's start with the charisma. Okay. I did not put it on the board. Hang on. I forgot to do that. Draw that recipe. There we go. Then we need some Ignis. And then lots of defense. Put it all the way up. All the way up. There we go. Steel tonic. Thank you, Andu. Boom, ba-doom, boom. Here you are. This should taste like victory. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of the banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Enough to kick some ass, at least. Rumor unlocked Songs of Bones of Water. 1 second. Rumor. A banshee is haunting the lonesome lagoon, wailing a song that will shatter your bones? Hopefully a rhetorical device. I like it. We collect rumors as we hear them. Alright. Oh, they're gone. The brooding type, I see. Did you see that, Fable? They just vanished. What are you thinking about, Fable? Nothing. Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. Kick his ass. Is that what he said? Yes. He said, we are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that patters down the mountain. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for the same freedom. Sounds like you want to be a bard. Of course, I could never leave Ashen Grove behind forever. It is my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my family looks after the grove. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Let's stop aching then? I think so, yes. But what if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventure starts with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Aww, I like them. A little later. Nighttime! Whoa! Humph. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Carolyn. You can call me Care, or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Lynn? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. What can I do for you? You do the thing with the quests, right? Yes, do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. Ugh, no. I may have one for you, or your notice board. Elaborate? Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tregerin. A werewolf? That's news to me. Another rumor! Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south in Erva. Been wondering if it's the same one. Just moving up. Like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died together with that one romance novel. Normandy? What's Normandy? The werewolf previously been seen in Erva, Southern Town, a nomad, or do they have a goal in mind? Ugh. You mean the one with the vampires? Think so. Nah, that just split society into two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. I wonder what they're referencing. Which one were you, Innkeep? I never watched it. I never watched it, but I'm inherently like werewolves because they're one of my favorite animals. Is it the fur or the pecs? No! I like wolves! Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp more so. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. Okay, so I skipped a bit because I tried to click the crow and see if anything would happen and nothing happened, so how about you? And then they said, wouldn't you like to know? Yes. Well, all I'm saying is the downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. Is that the reason why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too familiar to my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know? Hunched back, hairy, crooked teeth. Is it a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You couldn't tell. Want to avoid an awkward family reunion, you know? Alright. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? Yeah, haven't you watched What We Do in the Shadows, Innkeeper? On any dog, trust me. Good to know. Thanks, Lynn. It's not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. Sorry. Gotcha, Lynn, because I said that. Let me look at that rumor. Werewolf's secret weakness is playing fetch. Apparently no dog can resist the urge. Okay, gotcha, Lynn. Chief. You got the name, or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, then before I venture on, you've got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered-down muck instead. I would never. Quick, throw it all out, throw it all out, throw it all out, throw it all out. Here, take it, Andrew. We didn't have any of that watered-down stuff. Never, never, never. Alright, we need something with a lot of attack. Frosted Lagoon is pretty good, but they didn't want it watered down, so Sailor's Courage seems more like it. And for that, we need Dexterity. We need some... What was this one again? Dexterity, Defense, and a lot of attack, so let's see. What was everything again? I'll figure this out eventually. Okay, Dexterity is Pluma, that's right. And then Defense is Frigus, and then attack... Strength will be Ignis. So let's see. Okay, there we go. There we go. And attack! Oh, I missed the bowl. There we go. There we go. Yeah! I love this. I freaking love this. This is such a fun way to do it. There you are. A drink with 0 water, as requested. I poured all the water down the drain, and by the drain I mean my familiar. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back north, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to clean up. Oh, maybe you'll run into Fable! What kind of business? My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Oh my! I'd say she is hallucinating, but I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptake up north, so might as well humor her. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. This is going into a southern accent the longer I read her dialogue. Think there's not much use digging up the past. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Would you mind talking like a normal person? No, I only speak in metaphors and riddle. Then don't bother. This is my tavern, and I'm leaving it. Aww. If you find any more rumors or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. Don't do groups. But sure, I'll come back for more work. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. Yeah, it can use some help. Let's figure it out. Fine. I guess I've got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. Ooh, this is where I sort out all the rumors I've collected. I also keep them written down in my journal, so I don't forget. Smart. think the best next step would be sorting the fitting snippets onto your quest page. Just drag them over, and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select that quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it? Got it. Thank you for your help, Lynn. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Oh, did they leave? Good night to you too. Alright, time to assemble the quest. Alright, let's see. We have the undead quest. This goes with this. This is all one thing. Then we've got a banshee and a quest with the cool S mark on it. So let's see. Boom. Boom. Okay, let's do this one. No? Oh, okay, we do one at a time. This, and this. Boom! Werewolf on detours. Look at our art. Our art is really cool. Oh, and we've got the little seal and everything. A reticent Vukakin passed by the Wayfarers Inn, reporting a werewolf making their way to Tregerin from Erove. They pose a potential threat to helpless villagers. Apparently, werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on the quest and save Tregerin from this werewolf mayhem? There we go. We got that one. So we don't... I guess you need a certain amount of rumors before you can actually create a quest. That makes sense. Oh my goodness. Good baby. Good baby. I love him. The end of our night. Ooh, Act 1, Number 2, Prelude to Bravery, 58th of the Wake. That's what our tavern looks like from the outside. It's so pretty. I like the dragon weather vane too, and the dragon sleeping on the barrel. Are there more dragons around here? Maybe somewhere. Another day. Oh! 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 Fable! You grabbed a quest! What do you have there, Fable? I found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Tregerin. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Not yet. What kind of hero are you, looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even. Preferably one who's good with the bow. Oh! One that will tell me that they want the quest. I am good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. And maybe I want that quest. Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday I've been able to think about as you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. It's near a forest. You know forests. You live in a forest. And werewolves are basically just normal wolves but slightly scarier because they're also human. But you've talked to humans before. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year and they're just collecting dust in your room. And... Oh, breathe, Fable. I need to breathe too. And I thought I could ask you about if anyone had taken it yet. And then? I didn't think that far. I see. Or rather I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go out on the quest, that's how it works. And I have to fight the werewolf, or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? And what if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead, and then the tree will be mad at me. But it won't really matter because I'll be dead, because of the werewolf. Oh no, Fable, that took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. No! Fable? Yes? Do you want me to tell you to take that quest? Maybe. I can't make that decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes the decision for me. Like a slime! A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Oh, right. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Just don't ask where I got them from. Maybe you can add my bones to your menu soon. You'll just have to pick them up from the forest. I think I would have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Oh, sorry, that probably didn't help. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? About taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. It would make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic. Fable, the protector of the woods, the world, the worms. The worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time that I think about embarking on a quest, all I can think about are the ways in which it could go wrong. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf, your brother? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have a history, right? Inspirational feats they can look back on to define their bravery. I have the opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Have you ever seen Megamind, Fable? There's a benefit to losing. You get to learn from your mistakes. Think about Megamind. Like the Mary Morgan incident. Or the reason nobody wants to spend time with me. Whoa, oh no, but I want... you can't just tell me there's an incident but not explain it. The Mary Morgan incident? Yes, the Mary Morgan incident. Didn't you hear of it? Oh, thank Spirit word didn't carry around. It was my very first adventure. The chance to finally get out of my daily grind. What happened? An adventuring party was on their way passing through the Ashen Grove. They wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Tregorin recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure, yay! I was so excited, but also very, very nervous, so of course it ought to go wrong. I really wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way of that. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending looks on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course I don't know whether they actually looked, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. I blacked out, I think. I never got lost in the woods before, but I couldn't see well with the blood rushing in my ears and feeling dizzy. So for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever pass. Past the riverbanks of the Shivermere, home to the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that is known to drown men? Not sure she really differentiates between genders, though. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. I couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure they're still their laughingstock at every gathering. How am I ever supposed to set foot inside the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them right into the arms of the wyvern chimera residing in the Quag Mangrove. They say it has a taste for adventurers. But you didn't. But I didn't. You seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem. But how can I not be? All I ever do is fail. Megamind, I don't think that's true. You've done many wonderful things, and the future is yet to be written. I don't think anyone really wants to read my story. I would. Personally, I'm very much looking forward to hearing about your heroic ballads. So, you think I should go on that quest? Perhaps. Even after what you've just heard? I almost killed those adventurers. How am I supposed to save anyone? I'll probably just make it worse. Your absence will not make it better. You don't know that? Neither do you. All we do know is that without you, there will be one less person helping them. Someone else will do a better job. Bystander syndrome. What if nobody else shows up? There might not be someone else. That would be horrible. Someone has to help those people. They can't just be abandoned. I agree. But what if I do make it worse? What if you make it better? What if you help them? Save them even? So what if you make a mistake in the middle? Or if someone else comes along to give you a hand? 4 hands are better than 2. And who knows? You might even end up joining a party. Perfect heroes do not exist anyhow. Just ones that try, even if they are scared. What if they're terrified? Then they should try terrified. At least that means they're trying, instead of running away. Would you prefer to run? No. I think I only run because I'm better at it. But then again, I never really try anything else. Maybe I should not decide to walk away before I even tried the other path. And in case of emergency, better heroes can always save me again. Or you them. One day, maybe. First, I'm going to save all these villagers, so that at least some of us don't have to be afraid anymore. No werewolf shall stand a chance against me. Right? Right. You'll do great. I just know it. But before you go, would you like a drink to aid you on your journey? Yes, please. I even got new infusions in this morning, so I am well prepared to help. That sounds wonderful. What do you have? I've got some Thunder Sage, which is said to enchant words. With its magic, you should be able to inspire others and boost their abilities through your support. And then I have a couple Golden Feathers. Ooh! They're extremely rare, but once in your possession, they can grant you haste. Briefly, the expiration date is a bit unpredictable. How did you get those? Pure luck. Alright then, keep your secrets, okay? Okay, Frodo. So considering all of that, do you have something that can make me more nimble and quiet, so that the werewolves won't see me coming? Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage, so maybe haste would be helpful too. Or maybe instead, something that can help me with diplomacy? Perhaps it's just a hungry lost lichen after all, and it needs a pep talk and a hug. Oh, so is this like choices matter type of thing, where like depending on what you give them, it'll change how the quest goes? Maybe we could even be friends. But I would need something with a lot of charisma for that, and some additional inspiration. I will leave the choice up to you. Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. Okay, so that is what's going on. But of course I'm sure you're already aware. Sorry for backseat mixing. Why do you look so terrified? Now that I have access to infusions, I have to be careful of how they interact with the other ingredients. They may alter the drink in a way where I have to use different ingredients than usual. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape of that so that I can mix the correct recipe. Maybe I should even try adding an infusion first and adjust the drink then from there. Let's give it a try. Yeah, let me look at these infusions. We've also got... Okay, so we've got 2 infusions, but I also wanted to check those rumors. So we've got the snails, the Mari Morgan, wrathful spirit prone to drowning men and women, and everything in between. Just stay clear of the drowning risk. Banshee, and the Wyvern Chimera. So none of these are going to turn into quest, it seems like. Now let's see, we've got Thunder Sage. Thunder Sage has invigorating and inspiring properties. It has synthetically created by mages in the harbored city of Zoford. Inspiration gives one the ability to extraordinarily motivate other people or persuade them to tell the truth. And we've got Golden Feathers. These golden feathers come from the speedy golden loons who molt their feathers every spring. They can be found near every major lakeside. A little haste makes any adventurer inhumanly fast, great for reaching long-distance locations and escaping every fight unharmed. Let's go with the Thunder Sage, I think. Oh, they're up here! How cool is that? Okay, so we'll go with Thunder Sage because I want to do this diplomatically. Okay, so that gives a lot of defense. And Fable specifically said maybe something that helps me with diplomacy, pep talk, but I would need a lot of charisma for that. So what have we got in terms of charisma? Last Whisper, that's stealth, Sunny Breeze's dexterity, Sailor's courage, Frosty Lagoon, calms your nerves and strengthens your muscles, Peak Sunrise, Steel Tonic, While focusing on charisma, adventurers may feel infused with the toughness of their favorite mountain range. Unsurprisingly very popular. Let's go with this one. And we've already got a good amount of defense. I think actually the defense is exactly where it needs to be. So now we just need charisma. So let's add that. And boom. Yeah! And serve it. Fable, you still look so scared. Thank you. I feel so much better. Braver. Barming. No, wait, that sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Tregrin. And I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they need that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think this drink gave me the courage I need. I'm glad. I believe in you, Fable. Thank you. I'll try to follow your example. Follow your heart instead. I think that one's a better roadmap. I can't wait to tell you about my victory. Best of luck. Best of patience. Bye. I hope Fable will be alright. I wonder which path their fate took. Ooh. Maybe a zesty one. We can hope. I hope I could help. Oh, end of the day already. Only one customer. That's okay. It was an important customer. Ooh, okay. New friends and former enemies. The Wayfarer's Inn. 59th of the Wake. Start the day. What have we got? Oh, it's raining! Oh! Innkeep. A drink for me and this lanky fella. It is good to see you too, Lynn. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. How did it go? How did it go? Thank you, I am. That seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well. And with a friend. We ain't friends. We're not? Oh no. Be nice to Fable. So you didn't join a party? No. Oh. Then what is the drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of 10 years. So I do owe them some of your dishwater at least. Hey, come on now, Lynn. Family feud? Wait, so was that werewolf your uncle? I wouldn't call it a feud. More of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I was gonna kill him. Oh my god! I thought that was a joke! It wasn't. Oh. But no one died? No. Elfie here was able to prevent it. It's Fable. Whatever. Does this perchance have something to do with your quest? It does! I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? No, I want to know the how and the why. A lot? I think they're confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did, kind of. I also remembered you saying you did not want the quest, Lynn. I didn't. Was there by chance. They were both stealing sheep. Wasn't. Sure was. Adventure and pay ain't what it once was. So you steal other people's sheep? Mind your own business. This is an interesting group. How does any of this lead to a successful quest? After leaving your tavern, I traveled swiftly through the Ashen Grove. I reached the borders of Tregrin right after dawn. The vineyard stretched far ahead, and I saw the one or other farms nestled between. Truly idyllic, at least before sunset. Do you have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually? A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness, and I am no owl. Thanks, Spirit. You're already weird enough. Come on, Lynn. Lynn. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. So I hear creaking fence and footsteps that are keeping it quiet, failing. Your ears are failing at being small. So I sneak closer, and I see a werewolf-esque sheep picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Thinking she was going to steal it, I summoned all my courage and I stepped out of the shadows and said, "Good evening, werewolf, please put down the sheep." I didn't expect her to be in her full senses, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought it might confuse her.
It did confuse me, alright. Who the heck sees a werewolf and the first thing they do is greet them?
A polite person.
Or an insane one.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
Because I ain't a werewolf.
He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a, "What?" Surprised my plan work, I said again, "Please put down the sheep." Because stealing sheep isn't very nice. And she asked who I was.
No, I asked, who are you? A guard?
I was about to introduce myself when we heard this blood-curdling growl.
Please. It was barely a bark.
It made the blood freeze in my veins. Hearing heavy footsteps, I barely dared to turn around.
You turned immediately.
And when I did, I stared into the twisted face of a werewolf. Yellow gleaming eyes.
Gleaming with jaundice.
Sharp teeth, giant claws. He looked like he wanted to eat me right up.
He did.
But before I could beg for mercy, something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Carolyn and the werewolf were on the ground fighting tooth and nail.
And the sheep? Obviously, I set it down before. So you came to Fable's aid? No, that ain't it. I noticed the werewolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, had an uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon likes to wear. So it was your uncle! That old asshole! Hey, why can't I say that? Oh, sorry. Nope. There is a censorship spell on the tavern, I guess. What the? Youth protection. The age rating assessment is quite harsh. Now stop it, the thunder blares! Anyway, it was dressed like Uncle Dragon. Smelled like Uncle Dragon. Fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know? I haven't seen that old man in years. The only way I can bring him up in these days is by joking. Because of the feud? Yes. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable and angry, distant, fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Oh, well, now we know why. Eventually, he just left. Ran away. Without a word. Left us and Uncle Fedor behind to worry senseless. Until we found a letter saying not to look for him, and all their savings missing. Swore I was gonna kill him if I ever saw him again. So that's why you wanted to talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How did you figure that out?
Well, she was yelling at him. I tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so it got them to stop for long enough to get them to listen to me. I threatened that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would have never done that, of course, but they must have believed me because they actually stopped to listen.
Looked mighty scary there, little guy.
Thank you. I sat them down and made sure to be between them so that if they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me.
That sounds dangerous. Was. Wouldn't have stopped for them.
What?
You're the size of a stick. You think you can stop two angry wolves?
Oh, well, anyway. I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on. And that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Carolyn and the disagreement.
Feud?
The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. And that ended up hurting all the people he cared about. That's no excuse, of course.
No, it ain't. If we had known, we'd have helped him the best we could. At the very least, we would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons.
He didn't expect that, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, all of that. But that only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not on any of the human things. That's something he and Carolyn have in common.
What?
The stubbornness and unwillingness to ask for help.
Oh, they got you.
But they had to talk about it. The silent resentment wasn't good for either of them.
And you got them to do that? The little stick is strangely persuasive, Something about their earnesty is frustratingly inspiring. Had us talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Oh, I'm gonna die. Look at the claws and the wood panels. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. We'll have to see him change first, and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. But it was good to see him again. Guess a hug did feel better than a greatsword in his gut. Wonderful. So if we had done the other potion, would we have killed the uncle?
Of course, there is still the problem with the whole werewolf thing.
Idiot got so obsessed with the cure he can still barely control himself.
We helped him realize that even a cure couldn't change what he's done. That he has to accept that he's different now, learn how to live again. Of course it isn't easy, no change ever is. I learned that from you. But we have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. They taught me about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs. There's 7 moons?
That sounds like a bunch of... Oh!
It's real. You're a crescent moose. We introduced Mr. Dragon to them, and they promised they would take him in and help him deal with his lycanthropy.
That sounds great.
It is. It's a happy ending.
I wouldn't call it an end, rather the beginning of something new.
So the end of an adventure is just the beginning of a new one?
Exactly.
I like that.
Aww. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decided to grab a drink together? Got offered to spend the day at the settlement. But they don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Elfie was dying to go back here. Was talking about how they need to update you on everything non-stop. Would think they live here or something.
I had to report back about the quest.
I'm glad you did. So, a drink. What can I offer you, Lynn? Surprise me with something that fits my strength and brawn. Strength and brawn, you say? Strength and brawn. What have we got? We've got the Frosted Lagoon. But that's not the strongest. The Sailor's Courage is the strongest. But you want strength and brawn. Strength and brawn. Brawn would be defense then, right? So maybe... Maybe it is the Steel Tonic? Oh no, wait, I do think it has to be this one, because I think those arrows on the order are like how many of the arrows we have to do, and there's 3. So it is Sailor's Courage. So let's see. Dexterity. Oh, too much. Drink that up, my beautiful baby. Okay, strength. Charisma. Whoa. Defense. And attack. Do a little spinny spin as we go for it. And boom. Sailor's Courage. Surprise. Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you?
Do you have something that will calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? I'd like to feel dexterous again. That was a stressful day. Night, morning, sequence of events.
Sure. Okay, so something that'll calm you down. Lots of dexterity. Probably either Last Whisper or Sunny Breeze, but that's more attack and defense. Maybe Last Whisper? Awaken your senses. Sometimes you need the right balance. Ancient and slightly smudged, it adds to the flavor. Let's try this one, because that goes all the way up. These both go all the way up, but I think this is better for what they're asking for. And I like the color. Okay, so we've got intelligence, up 1. Boop. Right? Yeah. Dexterity, we'll save that for last. Get some attack in here. Oh, I think that's too much. That is indeed too much. Drink it up. This isn't bad for my familiar, right? I hope not, because I love that baby. Okay, and then dexterity. Whoop!
There we go. How about that? Here you go.
Thank you. Wow, this is perfect.
Aw, I'm glad. You look tired. Have you considered sleep?
Because it tastes so bad? So do you. Oh!
Maybe sleep is a good idea. Carolyn, do you have a place to sleep?
I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent.
It's depressing. I'm roasting my customers. I have a free room. You can stay here. I'll count in as payment for your help with the quest.
Fine. Later, Elfie.
See you late.
Yeah, she does that. Are you heading home, Fable?
Not yet, if that's okay. I think I'd like to stay here for a little longer. Calm down a bit before I check on all of my plants. Unless you need to close up.
Stay, please. Aw, our friend. Did you enjoy your first quest?
I did. It was scary and different than I expected. But I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming.
Have you considered that you weren't pretending?
I hope this isn't going to be my last adventure.
I think this is just the beginning.
That would be nice. Do you think I'm going to save the world one day?
That is very tall ask.
You're right. I'm not cut out for that.
I didn't say that. I would just prefer if the world did not end.
Right. Let's hope not. I like this world, and a calamity like that would be disastrous. Even if it would make for a good song.
Or for a sad one.
Or both. Thank you for believing in me, Innkeeper.
Always. I can't wait to hear about your next quest.
Me neither.
Gotta make more quests for you. A little later. Oh, whoa! Who have we got? A vampire and a dwarf?
Good day, little green mortal.
Good day, Mr. Vampire.
And good day to you too, illustrious innkeeper.
Good evening, vampire with a slime.
That's the best you can do?
I'm running out of lines.
So you're another one of those empty babblers.
I can confidently say I'm all but empty.
That's what they all say. Seems they've given you some more options than usual, but doesn't convince me just yet.
Wait, are you breaking the fourth wall? I'm sorry, I don't think I understand.
Course. Probably forgot to give you enough intellect. Would surprise me if there actually was a brain inside that skull.
I'm sure there is.
Have you checked?
No, but I can assure you I'm different from your average background character.
They really are. They have a lot of personality. You just have to get to know them.
Sure. I must agree. You look much more delicious than they usually do.
Don't look at me like that. Stop it. Thank you. Though I should let you know I am not on the menu.
What a great day of woe. First my cape and now this.
You have a cape?
The most exquisite one in all of Asteria. Words would not be able to do justice to its beauty. Have you seen it, by the way? No, that's why we're here.
Perhaps the slime ate your cape.
That little creature doesn't seem like it would do such a horrible thing. Does it have a name?
I never asked. Probably not.
Maybe you should sometime.
Speaking of names, what may yours be, little leafling?
That's Fable, the great up-and-coming hero from the Ashen Grove.
Just Fable is fine. How about you, Mr. Vampire?
Me? What other vampires are there in this room? Hopefully none, but you can never know for sure. My name is Sir Alphonse Louis Frederick Duquette de Lesang. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle.
May I ask for your name as well, miss?
You may stop calling me miss.
Sorry!
Call me Rhea instead. Rhea Frostgrip.
Nice to meet you, Rhea Frostgrip, and Kyle, and Unnamed Slime.
Indeed. Welcome to my tavern. Now that we're past the pleasantries, would you like to tell me more about that cape?
It's some sort of invisibility cape, if any of his blabbering is to be believed. No wonder you can't find it.
That sounds very magical.
It is, but he seems to have lost it. I have? You have.
What a great tragedy! My cape of invisibility is of utter importance. If I do not get it back, I'm afraid I shall perish immediately. You're still here.
That sounds very magical.
Dearest innkeeper, dearest Fable, I must retrieve my cape. Could you please help me? I think I know just what to do. Dear player, oh! You've reached the end of the Tavern Talk demo! Oh my god! It's me speaking to me! It's been a pleasure to take you on this little journey through the Wayfarer's Inn. I hope you enjoyed the little insight into the adventures to come. Farewell, and see you next time. Aww, end of demo, thank you for playing. Oh my gosh, that was amazing! That was so cool. I've already wishlisted the game, but I'm definitely looking forward to the full release. I've been following them on Twitter for a while now, and I was so excited when I saw the demo. I actually was out of town for most of the Ludo Nericon Steam thing they were having. So there were a lot of demos I wanted to do, but today's the last day that demos are available. So I was like, oh my god, I gotta at least do this one, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I managed to. This was awesome. I loved this one so much. I'm so glad I got to play it. I love the characters and the story, and I'm excited to see what we can do, especially if our drinks can, like, matter that much. I really wonder what happened if we would have given the other potion to Fable. If it would have made them kill the werewolf instead, that would have been bad. But maybe you can find out for me. Wishlist the game, play the demo if it's still up. If it's not, then let's wait until the full game comes out, because I am eagerly awaiting that. But until then, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. Remember to take care of yourselves, make sure to feed Ondu everything, and have a good day.